For that.
Okay, so Freywin returns.
I don't have the equipment.
You go to the bathhouse first, or you go right to the hovel.
Oh, no.
Right now, they basically call it the hovel because y'all didn't come up with the name. And she said, "How about the hovel?" And it's the hovel.
The hovel, I like that.
So.
No, I'm going to have to go to the hovel and report in and let everybody know that they expect a Sumerian, not him, to be showing up with our money within the next 6 to 7 hours.
Okay, I'm going to assume you're the first one with the PCs back. So you come back to the hovel. The entire way, people in the street are looking at you like, "What the hell? Go to the bathhouse. What's wrong with you?" Like, right?
Well, what? I just got rolled in the dirt. I didn't get spit on.
No, I described it mud. You have mud all over you.
I know. Just rolling dirt.
Right? So you walk into the hovel, and the person on the bottom floor of the hovel, the common room, is Pradaj, who's busy, arms around a woman each, leaned up against him, playing a board game of some kind against one of the other Turanians. Let's say probably Zasha. And they both look up at you, and Pradaj looks at you and goes,
It's been a day.
"Took up pig farming, did we?"
Really? Do not push me.
You knew it was coming.
Well, I can think of someone upstairs that'll help you get clean.
Aha. Listen, we have a Sumerian. No, not ours. We have another one in town who tried to mug me. They got the curse. However,
Both of the Turanians sit straight up.
However, I got him.
The Elephant Man? They both ask.
Yes.
They
However,
look at each other and like this look of like,
Oh, Jesus.
awe. Because after the events at the Tower of the Elephant, Conan got famous Arju, which is why he originally leaves, because he can't actually commit a crime there. Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah. Anyway, his partner got away with the purse. However, I did get him. And in exchange for letting him go with his balls intact, he promised to bring back the money.
Wow. What an embellisher.
Of course I'm embellishing, but I'm not actually lying either.
The two Turanians look at you like you're mad. And like, well,
They're Sumerian. They keep the word.
We will expect him when he arrives.
Yes.
The Elephant Man. The Elephant Man. I know.
Make sure you get the money off him before you all worship him too much. And if he's able to provide exact details of where the Haga is coming in, give him 7% of the purse. Otherwise, he only gets 5 as a return fee.
Okay.
And oh, if we ever see him in this area again, don't kill him, but definitely let him know he's not welcome.
We can do that.
Fanboys.
Oh, Pradaj, you're so manly. Oh, Pradaj, you're so dashing. Say the two women.
Oh, Pradaj, you're such a... I'm going to take a bath.
You do not know what you're missing.
I am well aware of what I'm missing.
BD.
You go up the stairs.
Right now I got mud in places mud should never be.
You go upstairs and you hear lots of laughter on the top floor. And you can't figure out why, because there shouldn't be that many people in our hovel.
I just wanted the piece that was loose. Okay, yeah, I'm going. I'm going. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so you proceed upstairs. You get to the very top floor of the hovel, and on the roof, there's a couple of musicians there playing instruments. And Iskanara is dancing along with a couple other girls. Look like they're probably about 12 to 13. And they're going through the motions of some formal dance, the likes of which you've not seen. It looks similar. Have we been to the Temple of Zath? I can't remember. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
It looks similar to the Dancing Girls dance you saw that the girls were doing before the Temple of Zath's spider. But it's a little bit more refined. It's not as erotic and wanton.
So, do I want to kill the spider yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But she's up there teaching a bunch of girls how to dance through, and they're going through the circles. And it's the first time you've seen her dance and not be overtly erotic. You're surprised just how graceful she actually is.
Okay, we got ink this time.
Yeah, good. Okay. Do you say anything in the scene or just let her keep training the girls?
I just let her keep training because, I don't feel like intruding in this while I'm still covered in mud.
Okay.
And God knows what else is in that mud.
So we'll leave you go watch it. Kale. So in addition to our protection racket, the characters are also responsible for actually doing jobs for the locals. So I imagine you've probably actually been doing things like hauling things from point A to point B.
Yep.
I need a strength in athletics and then a constitution athletics to see if you're worn out by your labors for the day.
Ow! Alright, yeah, this is the point where I have to get walk around and get stiff. Ah! It's the cold front. It's making me stiff.
Here, let me rub your legs for you.
Yeah.
Please keep the homoeroticism at the game table to a minimum.
Or keep it in game at least, right?
Preferably.
Almost impossible with him around.
We're going to have to seriously talk about what we're going to do with the game table ranges because this is not working.
No, this week I'm gonna get a table.
No, that's not the issue. The sitting arrangements aren't working.
I'm fine. I just need to get walk around because I'm stiff. That's all.
I'm not
So
gonna
we need a
touch
place
that
where you
one.
can get up and walk around, which is not going to be the couch. Ray will sit on the couch and puts him to sleep. She wants a rocking chair, and I have to be able to get up and move. So we got to do something about that. But that's a discussion for another time.
Summer won't be so bad. It's just winter and this cold front's coming through.
So, Kale, what you get for your strength and
I got a success.
okay? So you managed not to like pull any muscles or anything. And you
haven't
managed
tried
not to
this
be
one
too
yet.
tired.
Okay.
As you're going about your days, I need you to also give me a perception and streetwise. And what this is for is to detect rumors and stuff as people are talking around you.
Okay.
So he's going to also try to find out about the drugs.
Perception.
Hopefully.
6.
I forgot how high your perception is.
And I got
Very
a
observant
success.
So as your perception's a what?
6.
6.
And your streetwise is a what?
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Heroic.
Okay.
It's
It's the 4-8. Blame the one. Okay. So
Actually, it's Matt's.
you hear some people talking about concern about relatives and stuff they've had who have gotten addicted to Haga. Apparently there's a bloom of Haga right now. A lot of people are on it. What?
He just pulled a Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct.
He said it was distracted by me via crossroads. I went.
So why were you looking?
I wasn't. How could you not? He did his whole. Oh my God. Okay, that was classic. You were doing Sharon Stone, were you not? Okay. Oh, that's good. That is good. Oh God.
So I had this serious, gritty role-playing game. I really did.
Sorry.
We've worked so far with 3 episodes of it, but now, oh no, we're going straight into comedy. Waka waka.
Waka waka waka. Well, why does he have to walk?
Are we done with Muppets the Barbarian now? Can we go back to actually seriously role-playing? Thank you. Okay. So you hear relatives talking about, you hear people passing by, girls in the street carrying water, boys running errands. People are concerned about their, like, it seems like everybody and their uncle's got someone who's recently got addicted to Haga in their family.
Okay. Oh, this is a problem, perhaps.
Yeah, recent bloom.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
you hear tales like, yeah, it's easy to get addicted to because it gets a hold of you before you realize it. It starts really mellow, then it starts to wear off. You start doing more and more and more until eventually you're like constantly always having to chase that high.
It definitely sounds like meth.
Okay. Chasing the dragon.
Actually, yeah, it does sound a lot like opium in a way.
Mhm.
But then that's what Black Lotus is supposed to be, which is weird because they had opium in the real world back then.
So
Always was.
Kale's a little concerned about this.
They used to opium as a painkiller for
Is
surgery.
there someone in the remote area, in not in the remote, in my vicinity that
You're in a
overhear?
city, so there's all kinds of people around you.
Okay, so I look for someone whose demeanor indicates to me that they might be willing, they're open and willing to talk.
Intuition and streetwise.
Yeah, be careful of false leads. I've already had that problem.
22.
Good job, my friend. Hopefully you get a better lead than I did.
I got a dramatic.
Okay, so you look around the area you're in, and as people are going about their day, you see one actual young girl who's carrying water from a well to her home, and as she's filling up the water jars, you see occasionally she's like doing this and crying and getting a hold of herself and going back to her task.
Okay, time for you to play wonderfully concerned individual. Time to be a big brother.
Well, I want information, so.
Yeah, but that
This could be an in.
Yeah, no stabbing the girl. Talk to the girl.
no grim visage. Just be nice.
Talk to the NPC who has the quest marker over her head.
Yep. So I do.
And be nice about it.
I'm a sweetheart when I need to be.
Yeah, so far we haven't seen that side of you.
What ails you, girl?
Oh, hello, sir. It's nothing. I'm fine. It's just I had some bad news recently about a family member. I can't understand why Zath would allow this to happen to my family. I keep
That's what Zath
wondering if
really
we weren't
wanted.
devout enough, if we didn't tithe enough.
Is it related to this cursed Haga?
Yes, sir. My brother. he was injured and couldn't find work for a while. And he spent some of his earnings on something to help dull the pain, and it's gotten a hold of him, sir.
Yeah, that's the reason why you stick with opium.
Yes, because that's so non-addictive.
No, it's less
I was
addictive.
wondering what you were talking about.
Because if you take opium in small doses, it's not necessarily addictive, but it will dull the
Lost the
pain.
problem though. You get addicted to it.
But if you do it in moderate amounts, it's actually not that addictive. The pure opium isn't.
It's like interacting with Matt Diaz. You get a little taste.
It's
and
morphine.
You
Morphine
can't
is
stay
the shit.
away.
The refined morphine, though, the refined opium morphine, that is dangerous shit. Much worse than opium.
So I'm going to pass around something real quick so you can get a sense of what the wealth system is like. Not that part. This is a chart of weekly and monthly how much various professions would make.
Oh, one thing I did want to add. A high-end bodyguard would make as much as an assassin. They're just as much a specialist as an assassin would be. A high-end bodyguard.
Yeah, but you're having to pay them for a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you get what you
That's
pay for.
what I'm saying is that sounds like something that a PC would negotiate up.
Yeah, like I said, it's something, but it's also you get what you pay for when you're noble and people are trying to kill you. You pay for the expense.
Yeah, but the chart's based on the mean.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I was letting you know that would be
Okay.
something.
So as we're passing on that prop, so
I say we're
there we go.
this blasted hog has become a bane on this city. I'm sorry for your loss, girl. What know you of anybody who's pushing this crap?
Well, I think that shortly before my brother became useless, he was... Well, sir, he had turned his back on Zath. He claimed that Zath was a abhorrent, evil god, and that he had found a true religion. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm afraid for his soul and his mind. She starts crying, breaking down on him.
What say you of this, Zath?
Oh boy.
Where you going? You're gonna miss the
sir.
best part.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
It's the religion. It's the religion of my youth, sir. Dread Zath protects all of Zamra. He's protected since time immemorial. He weaves us all together. He's the controller of fate and chance. And I just hope my brother comes back to the true faith.
Do you but mouth these words?
Don't get in a theological discussion with them. You don't want to talk religion with those Zamora.
Just
find out where the fucking hag
That
is.
sounded a little bit contrived to me.
Well, it's also probably what she really believes. I mean, this religion. Yeah, we think of it as an evil religion, but remember back then, human sacrifice.
That'll be posted up on the. Well, actually, that's already on the net. On the Facebook group.
Okay.
Yeah, remember back in the old days, human sacrifice was not that uncommon. And actually, Zamorans don't do it often.
Yeah, Zath only asks for it infrequently.
Yeah. Compared to the Stygian religion, he's practically benign.
If you hear anything else about this Haga, or who might be pushing it, you can find me at, oh shit, what's the name of our place?
The hovel.
The Hovel, that's right. Does she know
Thank
that?
you, sir. I know the way. Thank you, sir. And she bows demurely as she takes her water away.
You can probably interrogate her
A
brother.
jug in each hand.
You can probably find her brother and take him in. That's not
Are you giving like subtle clues
No.
to things? What's
No,
with the smirk?
Not at all. Nothing.
Nothing. No. You were good.
Nothing to see here?
Yeah, nothing to see here. Walk along.
She's a goddamn Haga dealer.
No.
Roll perception and awareness.
No, nothing to see here. Move along.
Same thing. Heroic.
You get about 15 feet away from the well, and you suddenly realize that you feel lighter on your purse, and you look down and your purse is gone.
Oh.
Dirty little strumpet.
You look back, there are the two water jugs sitting alone and abandoned in the street. Along with her headscarf.
So one Sumerian tries to rip off the party, the other one gets ripped off.
I'm noticing a theme here. I'm noticing a theme here.
You're in the fucking mall!
Get ripped off by a cute little kid.
Welcome to the ghetto, baby.
In the ghetto.
You never read Charles Dickens, did you?
Uh,
You never read Charles Dickens, did you?
Lolly,
Hold
Well,
on a sec.
there it is.
holding on.
There it goes. Was she at least cute?
Yes.
Yes, if you're into 10-year-olds.
Evil has to be charming. That's how it gets
Please
close.
don't tell me she was 10.
No, as I said, she was a young girl. She was like probably 12 or 13. She was old enough to go outside the house and do chores.
Well, she's just struggling.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I see any trace of her, any trail of her?
No, she'd be beat.
no,
She's
she's
gone.
The second she was sure you weren't watching, she put down the heavyweight and she ran.
Good thing is
She might get a beating for forgetting the water. When she shows all that money, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you did good."
On the other hand, if she is actually local, you will see her again.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, how many fountains are there in this neighborhood?
Only a few.
Yeah, so you'll probably see her again. Just make sure
What's
this
going
time
on, sweetie?
when you talk to her, you come back with your
Battery. I
purse.
need to get this damn thing a new battery. And I need to get a new charge cord or something like that too, because it's not charging. So just.
I hate it when that happens.
Okay.
I just need a new fucking laptop, I guess. Anyway,
Okay. Are you good?
I suppose. Okay. So Valley.
Okay.
Wait,
Making sure you're not gonna bite my head off.
My interlude's over. I got basically ripped.
Yeah.
And you have no idea how much of her story is true or not.
Okay.
So Vali,
Mm-hmm.
you awaken, trying to sleep from a long night of studying your arcane texts, to music playing above you, and the first thought in Vali's mind is, "Am I dead?" No.
No, I'm good. I gotta drive, remember?
And this is before
Slow.
she comes back.
No.
Okay.
You
Drive.
hear Iskanara singing on this roof.
That's in the car, and we
Okay.
can't do it inside the house.
I need a willpower and resolve
For what?
to keep from flocking to the sound of your personal siren.
Okay.
That's right. He's in lust with her in
He's
a
smitten.
fucking way.
He's smitten with her. What did I put?
Yeah, I'm working on the emotional states right now, so everybody knows how emotional state affects the character.
Yeah, well.
Can I see that real quick? That paper,
Which paper?
the one you just showed me.
Oh, yeah. So the first chart is weekly earnings, and then the currency system is explained on the last page. Lowest coin is electrum, middle coin is silver, highest coin is gold. Then you have silver bars and gold bars for really big purchases.
I got an 11.
An 11.
Yep, an 11.
So what is your will and resolve altogether?
Partial, sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Why, thank you. That tells me more. So you find yourself drawn upstairs. You're not sure why. And Vali gets up there, and Iskanara is revolving, teaching some young girls how to do a particular type of formal dance before the statue of Zath's spider god. And she's singing as she does it, and it's some beautiful song in Zamorin about, you know, a young girl coming of age, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to roll an intuition and counseling on her.
I don't have.
So you're just rolling straight intuition.
Why did I roll a d6?
I don't know.
I got confused. That I
Oh, where's the damn dog?
I didn't do anything to the dog. She just jumped
Roll
up
a
as I moved.
d20 and don't you dare curse my dog. She's the best dog.
I didn't do anything to her. She didn't do anything to her. She just jumped up because I moved. That's all. Yeah, she's a good girl.
So a what in counseling?
Intuition and counseling.
So just straight intuition. Druid.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. You catch from the feelings on her, the expressions on her face, that this is something she's doing pro forma. She's doing it to make some money. She does not approve of the worship of Zath, and she is actually somewhat afraid for these girls. You can see it in some of the somewhat tight motions of her face. And they go through another couple of sets. She stops. She tells the musicians, "Go ahead and play the tune again." Tells the girls to practice. Then she comes over to you, and
Okay.
now you're, 5 feet from the source of your adoration.
Okay.
And lust.
Yes, Vali, is there something I need to help you with?
No, I was just, I heard the music and just came up to watch
hi.
a little bit.
She turns back and looks at them. Yes, they're getting ready to present themselves to the temple.
Yeah.
I wish I could do more for them, but I've learned painfully you can't change the world.
It would be nice, but unfortunately, people pretty much have to choose things for themselves.
Well, Vali, was there something else I could do for you?
No, like I said, I just came to
Hey.
take a look.
C'est okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Vali. And she leans over like she's going to kiss your cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Roll will and resolve.
Oh my God.
Okay. What am I rolling for?
To resist an emotion. To resist an impulse.
Sure. What impulse would that be? Give me a little more information so I know whether I'm just going to fail it or go ahead and go with what I rolled.
Well, she's leaning close to your cheek. There's a temptation, beautiful, wonderful woman that you're smitten with.
Oh, to kiss her?
Yeah.
There's lots of cleavage.
Well, it was only a
She probably
partial,
smells good.
so what would happen with a partial?
You go to turn to kiss her, and she stops and breathily just slips next to yours and goes, "Oh, I need to get back to dancing." And she saunters away. Roll intuition on her. Actually, that probably should have been will and meditation. I think about it.
Yeah.
I'm clueless.
You don't realize that she's enjoying this game. She saunters away with just a little bit more pronounced sway of the hips as she walks.
Saucy.
And Vali's going,
He's just watching.
Pradaj at this point comes upstairs like, "Oh, Vali, how do you do?" Slap on the back.
He stumbles.
"You're so clumsy." He helps you up. I haven't really got a quick beat on how to do Pradaj, how schmozzy I should make him, but I'm thinking it's pretty over the top.
Oh.
My friend, why are you on the roof?
Following the bouncing ball.
The way you've been playing, is it kind of like Sala from Raiders? Indy's sidekick?
You got it.
Think of Sala, but mixed with more of Omad Fair from the Mummy, because he's dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Everybody can sense it,
Okay.
and he's regal. But with his friends, he's kind of
Yeah. Goofy.
Yeah.
Seemingly. Okay.
I just
It's typical. It's
heard
typical
the
Turk.
music and
Among their friends, they're
wanted
over
to
the
check
top.
it out.
Very relaxed.
Jolly.
Yeah. But
So-
around people they don't like.
Yeah. By the way,
Watch out.
I do have.
yes, the music. Surely the music's the only thing that brought you upstairs.
Why, of course. By the way, I do have.
Hey, Iskandara! Should I sit in and play the oud? I'm really good with my fingers!
Smack. Are you available at some point
I mean,
today?
he wasn't Indiana Jones.
Why, yes.
For no reason.
It was.
I do have a pressing appointment this morning, however. I should be free by
He
noon.
was Egyptian.
Maybe 1.
Yeah.
Well, 2 at the latest.
Just come get me whenever you're done.
Just counting on his fingers. 3 at worst.
Come find me when you're done then with.
Pardage! Come a pair of female voices from downstairs. Oh, there's my morning appointment. He goes downstairs. Pardage, what is she doing here? It's a mix-up, but it's okay, my friends. We can work out our issues.
At least he has game. So, I guess. Oh. So. I think he would
Chucky's in a weird mood
first. I think he would first go downstairs and start, get like breakfast, and then he'd probably also talk with the servants, see if there's anything they need.
Certainly.
that
All right, so you
kind
go
of
downstairs.
stuff.
The women that we've hired to take care of the hovel, because, we're not going to do it. They put food into your hands. They put fresh, clean water and tea, what you want. One of them brings up some of the coffee we got from Baal Hatar and just presents it to you, and she's just, like, enraptured by it, because, like, coffee's a rich thing, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention caffeine on a system that's never had caffeine before.
So she's like, "Oh, this is great." And you talk to them, and they don't really seem to have anything that they need. You don't get anything out of them that way.
Okay.
But Vali's normal intention at this point is like go upstairs and study and start working on his spells and some.
Well, he has to do the 2 rolls for the coded journal. Remember?
Go ahead and roll those rolls
So-
for me. So say during the morning you're trying to decode the journal this morning.
Yeah. What would that be for trying to crack a code in the journal? Is that an espionage roll?
No, it should be enigmas.
We don't have enigmas. Should be straight like intelligence or something?
Yeah. I need to write off a skill list too for my packet, so I always know what skills we're using.
I'm just gonna roll 2d1 so
Okay.
that way it's doing both at once.
It's okay. It's fine.
Well, one is a definite no. The other one, though. The other one was a heroic.
Okay. So the heroic, the journal. I'm sorry, I'm a little off key because I was more concerned about writing the current adventure. The journal's from the very first adventure, right?
Yeah, it's from that.
Is that Amaro of Arms?
Amaro of Arms coded journal.
Okay, so it's his ledger of illegal activities.
Mm-hmm.
You have a heroic on it.
Yep.
How many successes have you had on it already?
Well, that was the only one because the other one was a no. I didn't
Okay.
get anything.
So go ahead and put 2 check marks by it. You need 6 more. You realize some phrases in the code that indicate stashes, where he stashed money around town. But you still can't quite narrow it down.
Okay. It's still good to know.
Okay?
Oh, well.
You hear Freywin stomp upstairs. This is a couple hours later.
He'll poke his head out and look.
You see a muddy Vanayar, very, very ticked.
He will very quietly go back into his room.
Give me a stealth roll. Stealth and agility.
Excuse me, guys.
Freywin, perception and awareness.
Mm. Alright, what am I rolling for now?
You're trying to spot a cowardly sorcerer.
What is she up to now?
He
What is he up to now?
just trying to see if you detect him.
I'm just using she as a halfway joke.
I know.
I got a heroic.
Dramatic.
Heroic.
Nope, you tie him out, so you don't sense the wizard watching you as you go to take your bath. You avoid her, and things seem to be pretty settled down. Shortly after the noon hour, you hear Pedage go, "Everyone, come down to the main room, please."
Okay.
The party is putting all symbols in the main room. And there is a person there, dressed in a simple white robe. Oh, yes, I know.
She's very ornery tonight.
It's the cold.
I like
I'm so excited.
Dogs get frisky when it's
It's
chilly.
okay. It's all right. Calm down.
She's very
Good now?
frisky.
You good now? You calm now? We're good? Okay. Now the dog doesn't need attention. So a person in a simple white robe arrives. He's wearing a pair of Zamoran boots. He has on a pair of leather gloves. The white robe is over some trousers. He has the look of like a student of some kind. And he's obviously native Zamoran. And when you guys approach me, you're all assembled. Pedage goes, "Please, address them as you addressed me. I am Ninjok Savi. I am one of the students of Sebek Haman. I was told to come ask if you're going to attend him today as you promised, because you're late.
Huh?
We actually had an appointment with Sebek Haman this morning. We missed it.
We did?
She did.
Subek,
You did?
who's Subek Haman?
Sebek Haman is one of the merchants Parley we met in the last adventure.
Oh.
The guy who's running the hospital. He needed our help trying to keep a gang from muscling in on his territory.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember that from last game session. Otherwise, I would have said something. I wouldn't feed that to her.
Oh no, they said she can have fudge.
Mm-mm,
Oh.
no.
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 Oh, shit.
No.
Give me that back.
Too late. Don't
Too
do it
late.
anymore.
Yeah,
No
don't-
more.
yeah,
Sorry,
don't give her
coffee.
any
No
more.
mas.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You can give her egg, but not fudge.
Fudge is not good.
So what do y'all do?
Well, I was not aware of this, so
Hmm.
otherwise I would have said something.
Everybody's cleaned up and ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you follow Nisha. I called him Nisha, right? Yeah. You follow him through the streets of Aranjun. You notice as he's walking through the streets of Aranjun, people see the white robe on him and the simple demeanor, and they react to him a kind of way, like, you know, not like fawning esteem, but they're a little bit more genial to him. Right? You also notice that, unlike a lot of people, he's not wearing a coin purse. He doesn't have anything on his belt or anything. It doesn't look like he's carrying any obvious material wealth on him. And you walk through the mall, and on the north end of the mall, I guess that was on the north end. Yes, on the north end of the mall, right where the mall starts turning into the city proper, there are some residences there for people who are proper citizens but are down on their luck. And in one of these two-story businesses, in one of these two-story buildings, you have what appears to be the starts of a hospital. Because outside it, you see some people sitting on benches or cradling hands, some have arms in slings. Above the hospital's door, there is a sign of a god, and the god is of a man who has a crown of flowers, and on his lips he's doing this.
That's all Greek to me.
And Iskanara goes, we are going somewhere where people are normal, right? She's discreetly asking, is this a gay man's establishment because of the flowers and the Zamorans have some really quirky things.
That's okay. For some reason, I feel that if it was such a place, I would not be bothered. You get my drift?
Does anybody have a religion skill?
Not a
Okay,
lick.
so I have to roll hers, and I was going to say that she fails. So I have
Not
to
a
roll
lick
instead.
because
She does not recognize the depiction. She's like, I have no idea who that is.
yeah, well,
Can I just roll a straight intelligence to figure it out?
Freylin just doesn't give a shit. So no, she really does.
It's a minor. It's a.
She's not like it's.
I mean, who knows who
Yeah, but I have to ask for.
It's a
I
religion.
have to ask for a neg 4 because this is a minor, fairly unknown god.
Okay.
Freylin is not quite.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Sumerian
you have
level,
no idea who it is.
but doesn't feel normal.
Okay, so you walk into this building, following Nisha, and on the ground floor inside the building, you have people actually actively treating wounds. And almost all of them are dressed like the same kind of white robe that he's dressed in. And walking amongst them,
I'm fucking with them. I'm sorry.
is Sebek Amun, who you met at the Merchant's Parley. And behind him, there's a very large black woman, probably 5'10", 5'11",
Well, my height.
and she's built like Ronda Rousey.
so my height, my build.
Damn.
All right,
Hmm.
and the Kushite that's behind him, she is wearing leather armor, and you don't see any obvious weapons because they're inside. I mean, they're in their house,
Mhm.
but there would be a dagger at her hip because almost everybody carries a dagger.
Yeah, not to mention that size and that build, she doesn't need much.
All right, and when she sees you all approach, she steps between you and Sebek Amun and goes, "I am Nuit Shu. I am my
She's
master.
looking the knife.
I am the master's bodyguard, and I am
Don't let her look at my face.
glad you could join us today." You sense a tone of disapproval there.
I was not informed of the meeting. I apologize for.
I understand. You're very busy. You have serious work to be doing.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you hear, he doesn't even look at her, he just says over her shoulder, Nuit. Sorry, master. And she backs up. As he passes by, he whispers something to her, perception and awareness. It's a whisper, so it's hard to hear. Difficulty, neg 2.
Ouch.
Didn't even get close, huh? Yeah.
One.
Total fumble.
Not
Trying to get
partial.
that bug out of your ear.
Roll a 1. Fail.
He's trying to get the bug out of his ear. Perception.
Pretty girl.
4. I got a success.
You catch the tone that it's disapproval on Sebek Amun's part to her. He's chiding her. You catch what he actually said. He says, "Stop calling me that."
So he doesn't like being called master, though.
Right?
Hmm.
And she whispers back to him, since you have a success, "Have it. We're not stingy anymore. We're free." So,
Oh.
I'm glad you could join me, my friends. Let's go upstairs. And they start walking upstairs.
Who's this guy?
This is Sebek Amun, the doctor.
Okay.
This is, oh,
So
the name should have given it away. I wasn't paying enough
He
attention.
ran away with
He's
his
Stygian.
slave, and now they're both on the. That's
Yep.
an awesome thing right there.
He's Stygian.
Like it.
Again, I think this will be the first time my character's actually met an honest to God Stygian.
So,
this will very much make her
Stygians
impression on
are
her.
basically categorized as being the ancient Egyptians, which means they look Semitic, but they look, according to Howard, a bit more European than Semitic.
Well, that's actually accurate
Okay.
because
So you have I picture it as you think of like Semitic skin tone and maybe black hair, but they tend to have like light colored eyes. They also tend to have more European features.
that's actually pretty accurate because the current Egyptians actually have a lot of Arab blood mixed
Right.
in with them. Previously, they did not.
Correct.
Coptics actually look more Greek than because the ancient Greeks made no difference in appearance between Egyptians and Persians and them, but they did make a big difference between them and Semitics.
Right. So he takes you upstairs, and as you're walking upstairs, you pass by a second depiction of a god. This one's got some offerings in front of it. It's of a woman who's got wings, and the wings are out like this. Her head's turned to the right. On the top of her head, there's a feather, and the wings are all multicolored. It almost looks like
Ooh.
there's like six or seven different colors in there, all in strips. It almost looks like kind of like a peacock or a rainbow.
She's gonna Freya actually will almost assume it's assume it's Freya, but she'll know better.
Because Freya's bird cloak.
Yeah.
Ancient Egypt mixed with Lovecraft / Bronze Age level tech.
Yeah, which makes no sense considering they're living right next door to a freaking steel-using culture.
So, but in front of this depiction of a goddess, there's like some incense, some food that's been left behind, a fresh bowl of water, that kind of thing.
And then the Kushites to the south
And-
will also use iron.
And you notice as Sebek passes it, he makes some kind of gesture with his hand, and so does Nuit. So apparently it's their personal goddess.
Ooh, okay.
He walks from that depiction of the goddess into a small office and motions for you to sit down in some chairs. And these are actually in like the normal Zoran fashion of cushions and stuff on the floor. These are actually high-backed chairs
Actual
with a
Egyptian
mahogany
furniture.
desk.
Actual Egyptian furniture, then. Something we can all relate to.
Does anybody have a barter skill?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll
she
your-
does. He-
Roll your intelligence and barter on the items in the room.
So you're going to have to ring Freywin in for jobs like this because she'll steal anything that she thinks looks pretty. She has no clue about the value of things. She really doesn't.
Success.
Kale,
you
I
do.
see you rolling. Tell me what you got.
Partial.
You are wise enough to realize that everything in here is swanky. You had success.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been expensive to do all this stuff here. This stuff came from Stygia.
Wow.
This traveled the world with him. So this either got personal meaning to him, or there's something about it that he finds valuable and he had to take it with him.
Freywin just thinks it looks pretty.
So Sebek sits everybody down and goes, "Please sit." Nuit, would you be kind enough to have
Freywin will actually steal oranges before she'll steal gold gold.
Nuit, would you have the servants bring us some tea? Master, right? Yes, Sebek Haman. And she walks downstairs looking a little bit like a chided girl. Sebek's like, "Sorry, it's been a long week. I've nearly exhausted my supply of." I forget what I said was the counter to Hagna. He mentions a common yet somewhat expensive herb that's commonly like a purgative to help get people off drugs. I've nearly exhausted my supply of it because I've had so many addicts coming through that have been recently addicted to Haga. And we had another visit from the thieves. They roughed up 2 of my initiates. I'm having to reset broken fingers. They'll be out of training for at least 10 weeks.
And again, I apologize for not showing up for our earlier appointment because I was not made aware of it.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Things happen in cities. I understand. Believe me.
Yeah, well, we've had an exciting morning as well for several of us.
So, as I said, I've got a gang of thieves that is trying to pressure me out of the area. I suspect they may have had formerly been the street doctors. And since I can actually really heal people, I've basically cut them out of a job. And they do not seem to be taking it well. I obviously need someone to find out their location and convince them to stop. I would recommend you don't kill anybody, as that tends to involve ire. But a little strong arming and perhaps some knocking of skulls about might be required. However you try to handle the situation or whatever you decide to do, I will still be grateful. So if you feel someone needs to be made an example of, it's sad to have happen, but it might have to take place.
No, that's not permission. That's a
Regretfully,
suggestion.
I have not been able to get any intelligence because I've been so busy treating people, nor have I been able to afford to buy any about where they're coming from or who they're with. The only recurrent thing seems to be they all wear black gloves.
Like black leather gloves, cloth gloves.
Black cloth.
Black cloth. Okay.
That's actually rather expensive. Good black dye is hard to get. It's actually more expensive than most, except for maybe royal purple.
Well, that could be a possible way right there.
So, what will be the fee?
Not That's up to you, dude. Because like I said, Freeman doesn't have a clue on how this stuff works. So
Okay, player question. What would be the regular going rate for this kind of stuff?
Which is why I pulled out these charts.
Are we classifying ourselves as mercenaries? Or...
there's also the thing that this is a trained and obviously effective medical person.
So this would essentially be a mercenary thing. A mercenary can expect to make 35E a week. 35 divided by 7 is what?
Actually, it'd be 35 apiece.
Right, that's one.
Yeah.
Good person. So 35 divided by 7 is what?
It'd be 35 times 7.
No. 35 is the weekly rate. I know what the daily rate is.
Oh,
5.
I
5.
thought you were dividing for the game. Because we're about
So
seven
you're looking
people.
at 5E per day. Then we have the fact of what we're doing is illegal. So I'm going to say he offers everybody. He offers you each a silver coin per day. Because a silver coin would be 10E.
Silver coin would be 10E, so that actually would
So
be higher.
Electrum's the lowest. A silver coin's worth 10E.
Mm-hmm.
A gold coin's worth 10 silver are worth 1 gold. And we go up into the bars, and the bars have different amounts. Like a silver bar is worth, like I think I said, 500 gold coins, and a gold bar is worth about 1,000, or maybe it was higher than that. Gold
Oh,
coins.
higher than that, it would be. Gold is lower, a lot more than silver. So if you're talking about a bar about the same size and weight,
Well, they use a standard 10-ounce bar.
yeah, then in that case, yeah, worth probably 3 to 5 times more than the silver bar. All right, but it'll all be a matter of what's more available in the area, gold versus silver.
But just to make it clear, what he's offering you is he's offering you basically double the going daily rate for a mercenary, and that's because in addition to this, one, he understands we're probably doing something illegal, so we have to then jack it up because we're doing something illegal, so not above board. And two, obviously, going to be some discretion because if it got out that he hired mercenaries,
Yeah, it could hurt.
he'd become a target of whoever it is you're going to rough up.
Yeah.
So he's paying for some of your discretion.
Well, actually, maybe we can have him drop the rate a little bit if he's willing to offer us medical services.
That's true.
His business already treats everybody for free.
No shit. But can he?
That's how he became a target.
But can he treat us for free under the table with no knowledge of anybody else?
I ask no questions when he comes to the door. I treat everybody. It's part of my oath to my God.
Can he come to us?
There's the tricky rub.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to be needed here because I'm also training a bunch of people to be doctors.
Well, this wouldn't be a permanent
So
relocation.
I'm not really able to leave. Even my leaving for a couple of hours for the merchant's parley, I come back and I have messes to fix. So for me to leave is quite the issue.
Fair enough.
How about this? How about we give you treatment vouchers so that you get treated when you come in. I haven't really worked this part of his system out, but a treatment voucher is basically like a favor kind of thing. Where if it's something he wouldn't normally do or something that's very tricky or demanding that he normally would require lots of money for, there would be a fee for that. Again, I haven't really detailed a lot of this hospital, but essentially what I was trying to set up here was a health service that the common everyday person coming in gets treated. If it's something serious like a life-threatening disease or something contagious that puts him at risk, then he's got to charge you because he's got to take extra measures.
Unless you're an immigrant.
But it's not one of those things of, don't pay me, I won't do it. Is he'll do it, but then you owe him, you have to pay it off.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be revolutionary in the time period. Because normally if you don't have the money, sucks to
So
be
you
you.
pay on time, basically.
No, he'll take payment plans basically. That's what makes it
On
unique.
time, right.
So he gives you like that kind of a treatment voucher.
Okay.
I'll treat you without the money up
That's
front.
actually a pretty equitable.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's a good exchange. Good
That
deal.
allows him. That means that we don't have to cut into his pocket, which word will get around. They're willing to cut deals for favors, and therefore not charge as much in hard cash.
Right.
Which means we'll get more business overall.
Okay.
In the long run, make more money.
So if the group is willing to do that, then the rate drops to the 5E per day standard that a mercenary would have. But he'll give you each a treatment voucher. Not just each of you, but each one of your gang.
I don't see how you can beat that.
You can't. That's the point. It actually makes us more money in the long run.
Okay.
Okay.
Not to mention we get services we normally couldn't afford anyway.
All right, so the deal is struck. He's like, I expect results when you can, but it's got to happen soon.
It will happen soon.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That was actually kind of cute.
So how are we going to catch these guys?
Well, actually, the best way to do that would be to wait around, to watch this place and wait.
Stick
for
it
them
out.
to show up.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm good at charging.
Yeah, I mean, it may just be a socket connection.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know the
mine that sometimes
battery.
is an issue.
I know the battery's bad because it was like fully charged, and then 5 minutes later it would be like dead. So
Yeah, that means
that's
the battery's
not
worn
good.
out. It's just not holding a charge anymore.
So anyway, but never mind.
My old Apple does that.
Freywin,
Yes.
what's the plan?
Look, I think the best plan is to stake out the place with a couple of our boys and wait for the troublemakers to show up, and then get our hands on one, or two, or even three, if it's fun, if they're relatively easy to take out, and start asking some questions in a very robust and forward manner, which you're good at. Just don't break them permanently, and no killing, unless it's in self-defense.
Still your garrulous tongue, girl.
You really want to get your balls taken.
You need to
out.
apologize to her, as Ganara says. And then suddenly like backs up behind Valley because she realizes she was very forward there.
Molly just gives her a nice job pat.
And then she just goes, she was just trying to be helpful.
It's alright, Escanara. He knows that he'll wake up one day without his balls if he keeps it up. No killing except in self-defense. And no, just because they draw a weapon on you does not constitute self-defense. If they swing at you, then yeah, feel free to break their necks.
So we're setting up for a stakeout then?
Yep.
I suppose so.
Okay.
Let's hire some local kids.
Well, the first thing I would say we have to do is, if we're going to stake this place out, we need to set up a arrangement of who's taking care of our daily affairs back at the hovel.
Yeah.
He sticks out in the crowd. I stick out in the crowd. Welcome, stakeout guy.
Oh, great.
You can get some local kids to help you out, so you don't have to be constantly on site. And I'll send one of the Turanians to be muscle for you.
Yes, that would be preferable because, I'm not quite beefy.
Yes, in other words, you're a doormat. We know. It's okay. It's not your strength area. So anyways, we'll go back to the hovel, and I'll send 2 Turanians to back her up.
Okay. Is the party going to watch the area?
No,
Or
her.
Apparently it's
Just
just going to be
Volley.
Volley and
Volley, because
some-
I stick out in the crowd as much as Conan does, and so does he.
Iskanara says, no offense, but I'm not sure that this is the kind of thing that Perdage and his men might take seriously.
You mean they not willing to work for money?
I mean, they may not understand why we're trying to help a business that isn't charging people money.
Because if they get stabbed, shot, or their arm broken, these people will heal them for free.
Okay, and then we have to trust their discretion?
You're right, the Turanians aren't exactly discreet, are they?
No, they're not.
Crap. Neither is he. And I'm not exactly discreet either.
You could be if you just try. She grabs like a couple of veils and wraps her head up a little bit so that your red hair isn't obvious. She goes, and we have to choose something about this. And she like starts dressing you in a different dress and things like that, so you look like you kind of blend.
Volley will look around for like a cloak or something like that to stick over Kale. You see him kind of jumping up, trying to
Take a chip. That was funny as shit.
I can just picture that, this little 5'5" guy trying to get this freaking cloak over this 6'3" guy.
Why don't we just put some desert folk wear on him, like a burnous and maybe a caftan?
Make him a Shemite.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Okay.